Alright, here we are, Dan Adams Outdoor Show, Moon Lake, and I'll show you on a map later what the plan is. I'm going to row the pontoon boat to the top of the lake, chain it up and hike from there. New gear, introducing the all new to me, I haven't named her yet, I'm thinking Cecil, but I don't know yet. Had to trade in the old Honda, not trade but sell, I was pretty sad about it. I honestly cried. But this is the new rig. I'll tell you more about her later. We'll get out on the water, catch some fish maybe, and the plan is to park the boat and hike quite a few miles tonight yet. So been rowing for a while, I don't know for sure. But the plan is to go up, to hike up the way there. And just before that peak, not just before, but somewhere in between here and there, to climb up the wall and then up over that ledge. Up over the top there, there's a group of lakes I'll show you on a map in a bit. Whew. This row is pretty good. It's a little overcast, but it's a pretty nice day. I got a lure in the water, but I ain't caught nothing yet. And I got a lot of new gear and stuff to talk about and whatnot. So here we go. So I made it to the top of Moon Lake. I'm going to chain my rig to the tree here. See, new shoes. Got a good Teton pack. And yeah, so I'm going to get the shoes on. And I'm not so much worried about catching fish down here today because I don't want to carry it up the hill, but we'll catch some here on Sunday. So here we are at Lake Atwine. I am beat. We came up through just that way of that hill right there, and walked around the lake to our little campsite here. A few surprises. I surprise myself all the time. Yeah, I forgot the mosquito repellent, so we're having to do this the old-fashioned way. Stay close to the fire and keep the smoke on. I bet I am covered in mosquito bites. It was a pretty rough hike. When you sweat, your skin secretes CO2, and that's how mosquitoes track you, is by your CO2 output, not only from your breath but from all your skin. And so yeah, it was a mess. I cut off a little sapling and was using it like, I felt like a elephant herder. But I tried to pack a little bit light on this one. I did not mean to forget that mosquito repellent. The other thing that I forgot was a cigarette lighter. So I was a little bit frantic when I discovered that that was the case, and I started tearing through my bag and found this little beauty. Talk about a lifesaver. I almost took this out because it's pretty much junk, but these are cotton soaked in Vaseline or wax or something, and they're really helpful when it's wet to get a fire started. But this still has a little striker here, and you just, and it is a piece of junk that saved the night. I mean, it's still light enough. This was an hour ago. It's still light enough that I could have hiked out, and I certainly would have hiked back to my car and just slept the night there and then tool around tomorrow. But yeah, let's have a look at the map and we'll talk about where we've been and where we're going. So this is, I don't know if I can show you how much of this I can effectively show you. We started here, right here, and I rode excuse me, up to here. Hiked this trail to here, and then bushwhacked up the Uintah Creek to Uintah Lake here. And the plan was to go over to Clements Lake, which isn't that far. All this stuff up here is pretty flat. Plan was to come up to Clements Lake and tool around tomorrow. Come over to Kidney Lake. These red areas are areas of heavier traffic. And there's a little lake right here called Big Dog. The Utah record grayling was caught there, but it likely winter killed. Looks like our fire needs some love. But I honestly don't know if I'm going to make it without mosquito repellent. It's pretty bad. So we'll see how I sleep tonight and see what happens. But I'm boiling water in my little metal cup there, and I'm going to have Jamaican style chicken and rice. This is another thing. I left my pump behind. This stuff right here is stabilized oxygen. Supposedly, I guess we'll find out if I come down with dysentery or what's that crap called? I don't remember. Bad stuff. Give you the runs. The rhea. But anyway, supposedly if you just get clear water and put 10 drops in your jug, shake it up, let it sit for a moment, it will sterilize the water and you don't have to carry a pump. So here's hoping, and if not, I guess I'll be seeing the doc to get cleansed. So that being said, I'm gonna try and finish this dinner and hit the hay. I am so tired. Hopefully I'll sleep through. That'd be so nice. So yeah, here's how it all went down. I laid down to go to bed and sat up to adjust something, and my hammock split clean in half and dropped me on the ground. So I was like, get back out is 6 miles hike. So I did. I stayed at a bed and breakfast in Duchesne last night. The bed was kind of hard, but much better than the rocky ground. So now I'm back at Moon Lake, hiking up the side of it to go and fetch my pontoon boat, and then I'll spend the rest of the day fishing a bit and probably drive home. Take it easy tomorrow. I'm exhausted. Big old wimp. There she is. Sight for sore eyes. Let's load this sucker up and go catch some fish. So that's it. Don't forget bug repellent, a lighter, and yeah, I probably should buy a better hammock. I didn't catch any fish. I hooked into one and got a few hits on Moon Lake, but when you have setbacks like that, it's kind of damaging to morale, and I'm good. I have some things that I can do at home and whatnot, so